Hey folks, and welcome to another episode of our Rimworld 1.0 playthrough with the Cold Foresters. We are in the process of tearing down our mining hut, which, had its ups and downs. But the reason is really we're preparing for our final defenses because we are days away from our planned moment of turning on the ship and getting out of here. So while this comes down, I was thinking about some other ways to prepare, and we have some body parts enhancements laying around, and I would like to get those distributed. We've got a prosthetic arm. Well, no one really needs an arm, so this wouldn't really be an upgrade for most people. Unless someone's arm is really shredded or something, but I don't think we have anyone like that. Visitors, they're not selling anything, so I'm just going to let them walk around. I'm not worried about that right now. But we do have a prosthetic heart. No one with a heart condition yet. But the Archotech arm obviously is a massive upgrade for someone. Archotech eye, bionic eye, liver, I don't think we need. We need kidneys, actually. We need 2 kidneys, but no liver yet. I'm surprised. We drink a lot of beer, we make a lot of beer. No one, and we even had an alcoholic in the colony at some point, I'm pretty sure. They may have died, but yeah, no one with any liver problems yet. I think it's happened with a couple of puppies that we quickly gave away. Roof collapse. Oh. So these things were crushed. Luckily, no one was killed, but yeah, this is an easy thing to forget. Whenever you're tearing down a structure, go ahead and remove that roof. And I think they will do it first before they deconstruct, so we'll reset you two guys. And you'll see Angie get on the roof right away, it looks like. Yeah, and that's the safe way to do it. You don't have to worry about... It's a higher priority, so they'll do the roof first. But I forget to do that quite often. Luckily, no one was killed or hurt. So anyway, these body parts. First of all, the Archotech arm. There's no one that totally needs an arm. So I was thinking, Pacheco is getting old and frail, manipulation is weakened, but we're going to need everyone fighting that we can. So I'm thinking if we just slap an Archotech arm onto Pacheco, even though she's 73, it'll at least get her up to a level where she'll be a good fighter to finish this off. And we'll probably give her a new gun too, maybe that charge rifle. So I'm going to start with that. Archotech arm. I don't know if it matters which arm. And let's see, you're not a body purist or anything, are you? Chemical interest? Yeah, see, Pacheco's never developed a drug habit or taken any, like yayo, as far as I know. Maybe she has, but she hasn't gotten addicted. But she's older, maybe has a, a little more experience with avoiding those pitfalls, I don't know. But, yeah, so we're going to have Pacheco come in here. Hopefully turn her into a better fighter. I mean, she's been here since the beginning, so I figure it's assuming she wants this, it's a, kind of a reward for that. And Serrano, you're sleeping, but you're also by far the best at this. Your rest is almost full. You're not drunk or anything. Who's doing this? Emmy? Emmy can doctor. Yeah, she can doctor. She's also kind of messed this up a couple times, though. How's your health? You're frail, so your manipulation is also... Yeah, the problem is... Now that you're frail... Well, frail on frail. Let's just give it a shot. Body parts are way over here. Yeah, I mean, there's something to be said for keeping the body parts close to the hospital, but... In my experience, it's never really an emergency. And it's not something that happens very often, so... Having them super close by, I don't... it doesn't happen enough to get a lot out of it. These guys are just the visitors, huh? Weapons drawn, walking around. Come on, no news is good news. Place is clean, it's bright, Emmy's sober. And she did it. Okay. So that's that out of the way. Next is the Archotech eye. And kind of like Pacheco, I was thinking Engie because of seniority. No real health issues somehow after all this time. She's got a revolver scar. Old gunshot. Animal disease plague. Cowherd got it. Okay, just one is fine. We'll be able to treat that. Good shooter. Fast walker. Gonna be a good fighter. I'm thinking just throw a great eye onto Engie here to make her that much better. And so that's what we're gonna do. Install Archotech eye in your right eye. We'll get that going. And I want Serrano doing this one. You're hauling? Yeah, okay, great. You can do this. What about Cowherd? Okay, looks like Kimmy just went and tended the Cowherd here. I would imagine you'll be fine as long as you get rest. You've got 4.8%. Your immunity is already out ahead, so assuming you don't get neglected, that should be just fine. Wouldn't mind this hospital being a bit cleaner, but Serrano's a great doctor. And I have the utmost faith, even though I'm a bit nervous. Great. So, Emmy, the Architect Eye. Didn't check, or sorry, NG. Didn't check to see if you were a body piercer or anything yet. Okay, abrasive fast walker. And, oops. We also have a bionic eye. Otherwise, it's like maybe the pain stopper for someone. But bionic eye is what I'm most concerned with, and I think this is a bit overdue. But Big Red has a shred scar on his left eye that makes it 1 out of 10. And given the sniping that Big Red does, 2 bionic eyes will be just fine. So let's get that queued up, and that is your left eye. Install bionic eye, left eye. Another group of travelers passing by. Red Meyer, they're allies, aren't they? Yeah. It would be nice if a safe visit kind of bumped that number up 1 or 2. You know, nothing crazy, but yeah. Although it has to get down to 0 for them to no longer be an ally, so unlikely that'll happen unless we do something aggressive. Now, where's Big Red? Here he comes. Serrano, you still awake? Your needs are mostly met. You are not drunk or anything, so yeah, you come do it. Plants are still dying because of cold. Yeah, we got our harvest in, though. So these are juvenile plants that weren't mature anyway, so I kind of wish maybe those messages would... Well, you don't get one for everything, I guess, so... Did this happen already? Did I miss this? Yeah, it's in. Okay, you're good. Alright, 9th of September. Ship is ready to go. You know, I'm almost kind of tempted to do a similar thing down here. We have slate now. I really don't want them coming to attack our ship, and I don't see us needing to come in and out of here from this direction. So I'm okay really slowing us down. I just don't want enemies coming in that way. I wonder if it's worth like maybe making like a little area here with some traps in case they get through one wall. I don't know. I think this is enough of a deterrent. 3 doors. I'm a little worried about this area. In fact, these don't really make sense here. And I'm realizing now that I deconstructed some of these in a recent episode. I apologize for that. Just kind of did I don't know what I was looking at, but I did a deconstruct swath over here with the traps included and broke down a few of those. Yeah. Maybe just one outside, I guess. Maybe a couple as you come towards these things. You're not being reinstalled yet. Maybe one up here. So they tend to go for the sides quite a bit, so we'll get one there. You're reinstalled. You haven't been reinstalled. Okay. Assigned a reinstall spot. Maybe on the end there. Right. EMP grenades. Another question is, we kind of want to maybe think about moving some of these weapons around. We'll want to potentially access these while we're, say, in a skirmish up here. I don't know. It's like, where do we want to use our doomsdays in this scenario? Okay, looks like all the walls are down here, so I'm going to do a remove floor. Just get a few more materials back. Yeah, we'll do the pathway too. And this one, if for no other reason than to slow down enemies coming in. And we'll do a deconstruct as well on the power lines, just because it'll annoy me to look at it. We will not get any materials back for it, though. It's a very quick job, so not terribly inefficient. Let's see, build copy. Yeah, a lot of you guys were not set to auto rearm, which maybe is default for stone, or who knows. Okay. I'm going to, let's see. Let's shrink you a little bit back this way. And then we'll do an expand just so I can set a new zone without opening a menu. It is a default zone though. But I'm going to make this important for weapons, ranged, grenades, EMP. So when our melee guy is standing in here, if it happens to be mechanoids, he can grab those, come out here and start, you know, trying to lock them into place while guys fire on them, is the idea. This is broken down, so we'll get to that. You know, I just realized it's not really a safe way to get to that. Can they kind of come here and then stand here and then do it? I don't know. Alright, wall's still going up. We got to get granite blocks in. I mean, we have some sitting here to cut, but it's mostly slate. There's one granite chuck. Granite is the higher priority. Yeah, let me get someone on that. Nelson feels like he's always sleeping when I click on him. Let's get someone else. Mal is working on the guns. That's good. Oh, crap. These guys both start separate instances of the gun. Oh, no, I guess they wouldn't be able to. Yeah, so Mike's got the rifle. Mal is on the gun. Or the lance. That's fine. But I want someone else to come down here and maybe do some stone cutting. Yeah, oh yeah, wait, your sewing area? Oh, it must have been in here. That's fine. You know, the hops need to change to, I guess, potato. In case we need that food towards the end. You can't do, oh, strawberry plant. Yeah, well, maybe we'll do berries in case we need raw food if people start dying. I don't know. In such a small amount, it might not make a difference, but we certainly aren't going to be brewing another batch of beer after all this stuff. Okay, what else? Still have some butchering to do with the polar bears. Fridge is nice and full. Hopefully not over full, but it's freezing outside. So at least there's that. Let's see, and this is all down now. There's a trap in here, right. And this IED trap. I like the IED trap, like, here, maybe. Well, where would people likely come? I mean, this is... maybe, like, here. I don't think it'll burn... I don't think it'll reach this, will it? It won't go through the wall. And great, we got a psychic drone. Okay, we'll put some helmets on. Well, you know what? I'm going to cancel that until we're ready to actually start defending. I don't want an animal just to accidentally trip on that. So anyway, let's go through our females, and is there a quick way to look at male, female? Like there is for animals right here, but I don't think there is for your colonists. Yeah, no researching to do. I mean, we mostly know. NG is a female. Let's get a helmet on. Mal is not. Huber, I think, actually is, yeah. Shit, which one did I pick for NG? Okay, that one. Huber. Actually, I'm going to pause this so people don't get too upset. Go grab these right away. A high psychic drone is no joke. I think it's a minus 30. Chaco. Sachiko. Big Red. Mike. Kimmy. Burton is, right? Yeah. Kristen is. Emmy is. And Serrano is. Damn it. We don't have enough. Emmy has Joywire, right? Or is that Kristen? Okay, so Kristen, we're going to have you not put on the helmet, even though you are neurotic. So Emmy, why don't you take that one instead? And Serrano, you take that one. And I think that's all that we have. Okay, so we'll get that going. Yeah, high. That's rough, because look at this. Minus 30. That's rough. And you are... oh, you're psychically deaf, right? That is fantastic. Okay, that works out perfectly. I'm glad we noticed that. I didn't put a helmet on you. Well, we didn't really notice it. We just kind of stumbled upon it after the fact. Okay, so people are eating. Starvation. Someone must have been wandering or something. Gotta get some stone in. Maybe I replace it with slate or something. We'll get some stone. Oh, that was sandstone, actually. Okay, stone cutting happened. Oh, I forced someone to do it. That's right. So we got 82. Oh, no, that's sandstone. Hopefully the granite's already been taken out and applied to certain things. This is all granite, though, so I really want to get this in. Lynx is hunting Alpaca 2. The Lynx is in the base. Alpaca 2 is what, sleeping? Fantastic. Micah, Tinny, Engie. Well, all three on the crafting. That's what we hope to see. I don't see any way Alpaca 2 survives this. Can you guys shoot from there? It's already dead. I'll be damned if you're going to take bites out of it. Okay. So be it. Yeah, I mean, our base isn't really sealed, so animals can wander in. It's not really safe for them to do so, but they still do once in a while. Here's a raccoon. We'll go ahead and hunt out of convenience. And what are all these guys doing here? Oh, they're here to get our food that is kind of left out. So the moment we pull out of the ground, it just sits there. They see an opportunity to come get some foods. So that's what they're going to do. We'll try hunting them all, just to get them out of our base. Because they can wander into a room, perhaps, get into the fridge, and just generally be kind of annoying. Alright, 10th of September. Would love for a trade ship to call right now. Oh, Toxic Fallout. Now, this is interesting. Do we turn on our ship a little early? Do we have to wait until the first? Well, yeah, I think we do. Because we've got some things to build still. But damn, I'm interested. I like the idea of maybe... Well, it takes a while to get affected by Toxic Fallout, so even if a raid showed up and was affected by it, the fight would probably be over before, you know, they succumb to any toxic, you know, ailment. So no, we'll sit tight, we'll stay the course, and we will go to... Psychic Drone still going. Toxic Fallout. I'm mostly concerned with our animals on this one. But then again, pretty much the usefulness of all of our animals has run out. You know, not that I want to just send them to their death, but I'm not as concerned right now for them. So we'll carry on, we'll monitor people, and we'll do nothing yet. I'm not worried about our crops. The growing season's over, so we don't have to worry about that. We shouldn't be spending a ton of time outdoors anyway. I'm going to go ahead and allow sowing no for the trees. I don't think they'll plant them, but I really don't want anything getting in the way of these. You know what? I will do... Yeah, I won't do a hunt. We've got all this and the polar bears. We will hunt the animals inside, though. Okay. So yeah, Toxic Fallout. I think we can avoid. It'll just take a little bit of micromanagement to make sure that no one stays outside too much. We have a zone set up, which maybe we should take a moment to review what that zone actually looks like. So we have a toxic zone that looks like this. Right, so it'll let us go out and repair things. And in fact, I'm going to allow you to repair these walls too. No, just the interior walls was actually kind of made sense. Yeah, repair this stuff, this stuff. Certainly, if you need to grab this, this no longer makes sense, but this does now. In case you need to repair this. Maybe the traps don't matter, but we'll leave them. These are still in the same spots. This no longer matters. Just the interior wall is fine for this area. This must be roofed, which is why. Yeah, so I guess you know you can go there if you want. I don't know why you would just go there, but because already, I mean, you could walk through zones that aren't part of your zone if you need to get to a part that is allowed. So they don't need to be connected when you're making these zones. They will, you know, gladly go from here to there and then back again. You know, as long as their task is in the allowed zone. So I guess I'm fairly okay with this. I mean, maybe we'll expand that too. This was our mining area, so it actually doesn't really make sense for this to be here anymore. And in fact, I think we have a roof here that we don't really need. Oh no, we got rid of that. Okay. So go ahead and clear that. And just everything but the outer walls, really. We won't care about. Okay. Yeah, these traps I'm sure will move before the end. I mean, I might as well queue it up now, actually, because we're getting towards that. Maybe I just, we're doing great on steel. Great enough where it's like, I kind of want to make just another one of these. Build copy, 350, 40, and 6. So say we built 2, that's 700, that's just about half our steel. And we probably have more that we haven't hauled in. Plenty of plasteel. We'd have enough steel left over to refill it. Yeah, we're going to need the firepower. And normally I would kind of put a wall between them so one blowing up doesn't hurt the other, but I'm not going to in this case. This one will just be further away. We'll do 2. We're going to need more power out here. That's probably not going to reach. No, we haven't built power lines in a long time, it feels like. Yeah, just come out to here, maybe. Should be enough. And same with you. Guessing that will be enough. Granite wall, we'll go maybe some slate. Yeah, and I will do this just to kind of, in case, just as it doesn't get blown up as easily. You are not one of our muffalo, so we'll hunt you. Yeah, they're coming in just to eat our food. We don't have excess hay storage. I thought it was in here. Or yeah, this is full. This will take it, right? This will take hay. It won't take hay. Yeah, let's go ahead and put hay in there. I mean, whatever. We haven't caught up on the kibble, though, which is kind of disappointing. I know it's a low priority bill. Yeah, it's like we don't quite have enough cooks cooking. Yeah, look at all these guys coming in. Well, I guess if we're luring... I mean, they're just feasting. What is this, a cougar or another elk or something? Oh, doe, okay. How about this? Kimmy, Emmy, Pacheco. You guys are sleeping, actually. Who's not sleeping? Mal? You're making a charge lance? Yeah, keep doing that. This will actually be a pretty good time to kind of check people's health. Initial. 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 Okay, we're doing okay. And we don't have an easy way to check for animals. So I'm just going to check like Ghostface. Initial. We don't really have an indoor animal zone, do we? Oh, we do, I guess. Indoor animals. Yeah, Ghostface, go ahead and do that. And that will allow you to get your food and stuff, so... Yeah, the rest of you can keep hauling. Ghostface, you know, go to indoor animals for now. We're just throwing hay in the garbage, letting all these animals come in and take it. Although if we can end up hunting a good portion of them and use that for meat, ultimately. The thing is, the problem is once you kill some of these... Okay, he only has initial toxic buildup. Some of these will immediately turn to a rotten corpse when you shoot them in toxic fallout, once it gets to a high enough level. The toxicity will not affect the hay, I don't think. Yeah, so it's out of the ground, it's fine. It's only when it's in the ground will it be killed. And these animals will all be dead fairly soon. Minor. So I don't know. We'll kind of get in what we can. We've got a decent amount of hay. Got a fridge full of stuff. Only Emmy is cooking for some reason. Okay, we need to bump up someone else's cooking. Yeah, Pacheco does construction first, but then cook right after. So is there that much construction to do? I'm going to change this. Pacheco's too slow now to be going out to our outer walls, which is really where most of the construction is going to happen. We've got plenty of other people that are jumping on it with good skill, good passion, so we should be fine. Chem fuels popped out of our infinite chem reactor, 75 every 10 days, you know. Nice little trickle. We don't have a use for it. And you know what? We don't have a use for these anymore either. These never got built. Maybe I just reclaim the parts. Or is there a chance we might need to just transport pods somewhere in desperation? I mean, we don't have the pods anyway. We'll leave them. We'll leave them. For posterity. Alright, would love for either the drone or the fallout to end soon. Getting some of these traps in. Still a bunch of granite to haul. How is our stone area here? We've got slate. Okay, so the psychic fallout or drone has ended. Psychic fallout. So what easy way to address that is just clear the forest for all these helmets we put on. Right, they're still in their melee or pacifist category. Okay. So they'll go and get new helmets, you know, when it's convenient for them. Okay. So we've got our body parts in. We've got our guns in here now. This one's still going in. That bottom one was powered. This one I'm thinking will also be powered. These animals. I mean, what are you doing, Big Red? You're building the turret. Okay, that's fine. I mean, we have so little hay left that I don't really care anymore. These drills are starting to come in. That's the thing. I mean, he's prioritizing the drill over the granite, which makes sense. But that queue's just getting long, you know. So it makes it hard for them to eventually get to that granite. It's a long way to walk. Alright, 80 to 70, still allies. Charged lance is done. So we have a charged lance, so Mike the slower one's still working on it. Charged lance times 0. Let's get rid of all these times 0s. I don't see us making one. Just a little easier to see what we're doing. We're down to 82 components, huh? There is some on the map to mine, but I'm not going to do that during a toxic fallout. And then Mike is how close? 670. God, Mike is slow. But we do have a charged lance. So Big Red, I'm just at this point totally associating with a sniper rifle. Most of our fighting is going to be in our home base, so the extra range of the sniper rifle won't be as important. So I think Mike is a good candidate to kind of sidestep from traditional sniper to alien sniper. And that gun is right here. It's a good one. Okay. Major break risk for Sachiko, who has some problems anyway. You're a pessimist. You're drowsy. You're sick, huh? You're sick. Oh, toxic buildup? Yep. Yep. Okay, let's do one more check of everyone's health. Initial. If someone gets to minor, that's basically when I'm going to get them indoors. Because otherwise it's going to be hard for them to complete work. Everyone's still initial, it looks like. Okay, so we're okay for now. We probably have some animals that are in danger, but I don't know. I'm not going to micromanage that. Yeah, look how long these traps take to build when they're out of stone. That's strange. Timberwolf is hunting Muffalo Calf 1. Muffalo Calf 1 is in grays, I assume. Yep. So he would have to come into our base to do that. We'll keep an eye on that. I mean, NG and Burton are here. They could easily take out a Timberwolf. Let's see. You're just on blood. You're not hurt yet. You two, right here. And then Nelson should jump right there and jump in. NG there. Nelson there. Okay. And see how it's immediately rotten? That's because of the toxic fallout. So it's not really worth it for us to do anything with any of these animals. They'll start dying. Although, for some reason, you're not. Yeah, go ahead and haul that in, Burton. Oh, no place. Yeah, our fridge is getting too full. Yeah, because no one's butchering. Let me bump someone else's cooking up, too. So Pacheco's doing it first thing besides the basics. Lines. No. NG. You're an 8, NG? Go ahead and make it a 2. You can do it before hauling and before cleaning. Actually, NG, I want you hauling before cleaning, too. Well, actually, I want something like that. Go ahead and haul first. So you probably won't get to it. Anyone else? A Tinny with a passion and 5. Right now you do constructing and mining and crafting. All important things, but tell you what, start cooking first. And so most of these builds require a certain threshold, like fine meal, 11, yeah. So you're going to end up doing the butchering and the kibble and stuff like that. Timberwolf again, hunting calf 1. An enticing target, I guess. It's right here by himself, actually. But you just hit a trap and almost killed yourself. I gotta get someone out here. Mao, can you make it? Anyone else close? Nelson, sort of. Buffalo calf went inside at least. Here comes the Timberwolf. So, which way is this Timberwolf going? Out the back? Nelson, come out here. And there we go. Okay. Alright, 11th of September. 4 more days. Well, I guess 5 maybe. 4 more will be the last day of the month. Oh yeah, how's Anna doing over here? 89%. Okay. So we have it set up so. Her egg will be hauled here. And none of these snakes are allowed to go here. So hopefully, and none of our other animals. So hopefully this egg doesn't get eaten, hopefully. Major break risk for Sachiko. Yeah, Sachiko the pessimist. You're not in any pain, are you? You're sick again. Oh, yeah, right. Still an initial, though. Okay, so we have minor for Big Red. It's time to start getting people indoors. Toxic for Big Red. Okay, so Big Red has it the worst. Oh no, Nelson also, so you can go to Toxic. And okay, so just you two for now. You're sleeping in bed now, so that should help a little bit. Okay. Nelson was just cremating a rotten animal, which I don't think is in the toxic zone, but it must have just been completing the job he was doing. You know, I would love for this to end before the fighting starts. Because we'll already be a little bit sick and weathered by it. We gotta get the... How many stones do we have here? Or do we just go steel? I mean, both of these guns are up now. Oh, you don't have power. I feel like we want steel in reserve for, like, reloading turrets. Repairing, although that's mostly components. If something breaks. Yeah, because, I mean, this is not going to be enough traps to start our fighting. And we still got all the steel out here. Oh boy, I might just set everyone to #1 haul for a little while. Yeah, because the granite is just not coming in. That's not being hauled. We don't even have any stones to cut out of it. We have steel to smelt, though. And given the time, you know what? We are going to go back to some steel traps. Maybe not for all of these. Like on the inside. Actually, you know what? Let's reinstall. Let's get you guys reinstalled. Let's start there. And in fact, we have many to reinstall anyway. Like this no longer is useful here. You know what? Let's deconstruct you to get some materials back. Same with you. We can go ahead and kill the plans here. And we can reinstall you. And you. Okay, so that side is now done. 3 more we want to get here. This still is a blueprint. We'll cancel that and we'll go maybe slate for that one for now. We'll go 3 slates, which we don't have enough for actually. Cancel that one. Actually, no, that's the one I want. I want the ones that are easier to rearm, closer, and that'll be a steel one. So let's go ahead and do a steel. Well, hell, plasteel. What am I looking for? Security. Steel. Great. Okay. That should all be buildable except for... Oh no, even the slate one, yeah. So this corner... Matthew can recruit. Okay, good. So that means that our prisoner here, Matlock, will be recruited even though... Well, I mean, you're close anyway, but we'll take it. Sooner the better. Strip is reserved. No, I can't force him to recruit. He'll just do it. But it's a fairly high priority for Matthew. Oh, no, it's not. So let's give that a 1 for now. Resistance broken. Yeah, 80%. So that would still happen eventually. So yeah, like all of this. Damn, way to get that granite in. I mean, I'm not building plasteel walls, I don't think. Although, is it 5 per? I mean, maybe we just should if that's all it is. 5, 10, 15, 20 plasteel to finish off this wall. Yeah, that's fine. I don't want something like this delaying us, because that's a crucial priority to get done, that wall there. Okay. I mean, there's always going to be more that we can do to get ready. And I don't want to linger too much once the winter hits. I want to get going. I mean, these doors haven't even been repaired yet. I mean, sandstone doors? I don't know. Could go plasteel doors again. Doors take 15? Is that right? 25. I mean, I'd kind of rather do plasteel traps around the base right before it's time to get going. How is this guy still hanging in there? Serious, yeah, he'll be dead soon. That means we have some serious animals too. So you have initial. I mean, our animals can go indoors at least, and they do, but they don't have a lot of places to go indoors. Serrano's not a rotted mouth. Okay, he's just carrying that. Alright, we'll do one more health check, and I think we'll probably call it there. And then it looks like, given the date, next episode we'll be firing up that ship. I'm really excited about that. NG, you are now minor. Let's get you in toxic. Mal somehow has avoided it, but you sit inside crafting a lot. You know what? Mike still has 670 work left. So what we're going to do is we're going to cancel this. And instead, we're going to make it so only Mal can do it. Mike's just too slow. But anyway, Mal somehow is fine. A lot of crafting, I guess. Huber is also now minor, so let's get you out of there. It's going to hurt us because, you know, you're not going to be able to finish that trap. But once it goes away, you know, the toxic fallout might delay us a little bit. I don't want to be sick and managing that while we turn on the ship engines. But at the very least, we'd get going as soon as it ended. A minor for Nelson. You're already in there, so you haven't dropped yet. You haven't gone back to initial. But you're still only at 21%, which probably 20% is probably the threshold. Okay, still a lot of people with initial, which is good to see. Yeah, you're at 26. Mike. Okay, yeah, we haven't changed you yet. Kimmy with initial, Burton with initial, Kristen with initial. Was Burton initial? Yeah. And the other one was Big Red, right? So Big Red is back down to initial. So Big Red we moved already. So that is working. Okay. So we should have no problem keeping our humans alive, but like someone like Cowherd. Yeah, I mean, initial's good to see. I'm glad it's not worse. But if the toxic fallout lasts a long time, then those animals probably will end up dying. And maybe I move them in, maybe not. I don't know. Okay, cool. Well, we'll leave it there. What are our tasks to get done? I mean, the fallout will end, and that will be kind of our trigger. That or September 1st, whichever comes second. Sorry, December 1st. Assuming like this is finished. Would love to get more traps in, but that won't be the end-all be-all as far as us going or not. I mean, I'd like to do a lot of things like double wall. This would be a nice move. You know, it might be worth moving some of these, or then again, maybe it's not a bad idea to have defenses here too for drop-ins or sappers, stuff like that. We probably want to pepper in guns throughout the base, but realistically, I mean, these traps are pretty much done. It's just kind of about trying to get more of these done, maybe installing some new turrets, kind of really looking at what we're at with our materials and what we can afford to do, because we certainly don't want to be susceptible to like a drop-in right on top of us while something else is happening. So maybe more turrets like these scattered around to kind of keep enemies busy. Maybe some traps to do damage when we are kind of spread thin and can't fight on all fronts. All right, well, we'll do that next time, and we'll... I don't see any reason why we won't fire up these engines unless the toxic fallout lasts an exceptionally long time. But even then, maybe we just flip it on anyway, depending on where we're at. All right, well, thanks very much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.